There we go. You guys are all live now. I hope you're happy all going out to an internet of one audience.
Oh, I demand more.
Yep, I've plugged the stream. Oh wow, I'm fucking capping again. I've plugged the stream on all the Discord, so it should be okay. I hope you're happy all going out to an internet of one. Yeah, they don't. It's on the YouTube side thing. Obviously, you guys can't watch the YouTube things because you are players, and it is the DM view because that's what LFG Europe asked for. And let's get right into it, making sure that everyone has their characters attached to it. Let's start off with Aurora. I believe that's how you're going to pronounce it?
Yep.
Yep.
So just a general introduction?
I'll let you do the introductions later. I just want to sort something out of this. Basically, let's start you off as you are traveling through one of the Faerun cities, maybe it's Waterdeep or Neverwinter, perhaps closing in on a job when suddenly from a dark alleyway, a book is flung towards you, and at the same time, guy opens the door from his tavern, sees you, get hit with the book, and then poof, in a blast of mist, you are gone and sort of hurtling through the air.
What?
Oh yeah.
Damn books.
Meanwhile, our crew who have just taken over a pirate ship, this is Nimble, Orbis, and Remos. You guys have two prisoners, an unconscious pirate and a pirate wizard. One of them, just like with Aurora, the wizard pulls out his spellbook, chucks it towards Remos, and it hits, falls onto the ground, splits open for a few seconds, and then you're all sucked in wisps inside of it. As you start falling, you see the ground evaporate below you, and then as if it's replaced by a burning ground, as it was replaced by a stone spherical staircase, as you come tumbling down at the bottom, and my music cuts out as usual. As you go tumbling down the staircase, you arrive up in a large circular room. Bookshelves everywhere. There we go. This circular room is covered in dark wooden boxes packed with books of sorted shapes aside as aged ceramic pots line the tops of the shelves. There's a sweet fragrance coming off these plants in the pots. Alcoves are spaced at regular intervals around the perimeter of this room. Four of them contained polished brown statues of former scholars.
Is that these starred ones?
Yes. And there's three of them have overstuffed chairs in.
Right.
And you're all here. This includes Aurora, Bright Spark, and Nimmerclaw, all crumpled on the floor at the bottom of these stairs.
Okay. What just happened there? And who are you?
Who am I? Why have you brought me here?
Why have you brought us here?
I have not brought you here. I was some miscreant threw a book at me, and then I appeared in this place. What have you done?
That sounds strangely like a thing that happened to us 4 seconds ago.
Indeed. As you are sort of sorting this out, you're not speaking particularly quietly, is from the southern edge, right where Nimble is, another tabaxi appears. She walks up and goes, "Wait, is the door open now?"
I look at her and maybe even speak in Tabaxi. It's like, who are you? Where are we? What's going on?
I'm Cthulhu. I'm a scholar here. This is Candlekeep. As she just starts slowly edging away towards the stairway you just fell out of.
I turn to the others and say, apparently we're in a place called Candlekeep. Does this mean anything to you?
Don't think so.
No.
Why have you brought us here?
Wait, I didn't bring you here. And now, if you don't mind, I have urgent business upstairs. As you watch as she sprints up the top of the stairs.
Well, she was helpful.
That was weird.
Should we
And then
follow
about a few seconds later, you hear the rattling of a trapdoor, and then a sudden arcane blast kicks off as she's flung down to the bottom of the stairs, exactly where you are, and lands somewhat in the center.
I got out of the way.
Oh yeah.
Well, it appears you are back and are experiencing some of what we have been through. So now maybe you'd like to give us some better answers.
I'm not sure I can give you the answers.
Ow.
Some
In the sense of
person-
you do not know the answers, or you do not wish to provide the answers.
As we're sort of looking around at the scene as well, there is in fact a plaque you can see on the walls around here. When I find it. Handouts. Image. That's the plaque you kind of see. It basically details that there's certain rules, but at the bottom there's a note being posted to it saying that the Firefly Cellar and the House of Rest have both been placed into a quarantine zone.
Okay.
So not only do we not
yeah.
know where we are, we appear
are
to be in a... Actually, no, it still doesn't say where we are. Some kind of... Well, there's obviously books. It's got problems. So
What
this
is
right.
Candlekeep, woman?
It's... well, it's a large collection of books. We're effectively a huge library, the biggest one here.
Oh, boring.
Where
Right,
is
but
here?
it sounds like a paradise to you.
Sounds boring. No
Is,
fighting? God.
Bright
Oh.
Spark is looking around.
Yeah, as Orbis
impressed.
goes further into the centre of the room, he can see there's a wooden railing that goes around the centre of the room. It leads down, you can see the area below you. It's a large circular table, lots of chairs dotted around it. But if you look up, there is a massive stone book statue hanging by 4 chains suspended from the ceiling.
Okay. So,
yes.
are we
so-
in one of the quarantine sections then? I'm asking the taxi
Well,
who I do not know the name of.
based on the signs and that weird flashy spell on the door, I would assume yes.
Great.
And why exactly are we quarantined?
I don't know.
How far off ground level is the book statue thing?
It's about 140 feet.
Okay,
Oh
so
no.
no chance of me just
Yeah, no
climbing
chance
up
you
on my
just
shoulders and
climb.
looking at it.
This is a massive chamber, not just some small
Right.
chamber.
And here I was going to suggest I'll give you a lift.
Yeah, well, I was going to suggest someone give me a lift. So, okay.
The stairs you came
Right.
down as well, they both go up and down.
Right. So we should be
Oh.
able to get to a lower level.
And the lady said the lady went down, right?
She tried to
She
go
to
up.
didn't she?
You heard a rattle on the door, and then she just gets blasted down the stairs by some magical effect. The blue wisps of this magical force just wisping off her.
Oh.
And she stands up and goes, "Well,
Yes, you're stuck here too?
yeah, looks like that.
Ah.
Maybe's one of the Avowed downstairs will help us.
The what?
The Avowed, they're sort of the bosses, the seniors. There's one
Oh,
downstairs,
yeah.
but she doesn't talk much.
Is she also a tabaxi?
No, ever heard of a Kenku?
Yes. I can understand why they might not talk much.
She
yeah.
goes down the stairs to lower levels.
So none of you magic-y types have heard of this place?
Is from
Leo looks up Bright Spark suspiciously.
Brightspark is still kind of staring out the room in kind of awe.
Yeah,
This
as you're
is-
kind of staying around in awe, you also notice there's that wooden square right there. It's sort of like a
Yep.
mechanism, like a book elevator, I guess you could say. You could fit on it. No one else could.
Okay, as in like a sort of dumbwaiter style thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess I step on it, and if it looks like it can take my weight,
Mhm.
I move that onto it.
Okay.
Is there an obvious way of operating it nearby?
Sort of just like pulley ropes. You pull on one side, you go up. You pull on the other side, you go down.
Okay. And how high up does it go?
About this is the highest level it goes, but it'll go down 100 feet to the next level.
Right, so I can go down a level with this thing.
Yes.
And looking down, what is there?
I will reveal it on the map when I get the right tool. Up.
Cool. Okay, so this is the floor below.
Your little book elevator ends on the top of the center table.
Okay.
Rest
Well,
you
I
can
try
just
to take
take
it
steps down. Remus, as you close in on that area where you're going, you hear this odd humming sound as you turn to your north side, which would be your right, I guess. There's an elf, a very special-looking elf. She seems to radiate heat coming off her. She's too distracted, humming away, looking at books.
I try and motion toward the rest of the party. Please, come and help me.
Where did the other Tabaxi go?
She
She's
went
down
down the
here.
stairs.
Oh, she went down the stairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
This
Yeah.
map,
Very
the
much.
grids on it are really messed up, so just move your tokens however you want to move them.
I think I'd probably follow her down the stairs. I've not seen another Tabaxi for a while, and I'm intrigued.
Yes, indeed.
So-
If you just move your token, I will look at as Leo pops up. You also see this elf that seems to glow and radiate heat.
Does she have any weapons on her?
No. Picks up one
I-
book. Seems this book's a bit damaged, and she just goes, huh, pity. That'll be another one for the logs. Stuffs it in a bag. Turns and faces you and sees you, Remus, as a tiefling. Can I help you?
Well, I'm sort of lost. Where am I exactly?
This is the Firefly Keep. House of Rest, it's also known as.
Okay, well,
How did you
where
get
is
in
it? Like,
here?
well, someone threw a book at me, so not through a door, but through a book. It's
Right.
strange.
Does it mean we can get a bed and breakfast in here if it's a house of rest?
Maybe once, but we're currently under quarantine. No one gets in or out at the minute.
Why? What happened?
Only the avowed know, really. So we're just going on about our business, restoring the lower levels, doing what we can.
Wait, to my understanding, about were like librarians, not a reason for quarantine, are they?
Well, Candlekeep's a very magical library. A lot of bizarre things can happen here. As you notice, as some of the books on the shelf behind us start to move out, fly down the corridor, and put themselves in somewhere else. Almost like the Harry Potter library, sort of speak.
Yep.
If that's happening, I'd like to sort of investigate the statues a bit. If
Investigate.
there's anything that gives me any indication of what's going on.
These statues all seem to depict like scholarly people. Some of them reading books, some of them doing work with potions. Engraved on all the statues is the words "Be curious."
This is my kind of place.
As Nimble, you get down to the bottom of the spiral staircases, and Bright Spark, you lower yourself down onto the center table. In this room, there's a musty smell of old books. Everything just seems not dirty or damp, but old. In the center of this room is a gigantic granite table. Sitting at this table, you see a human, an elderly human. He seems to have what sort of looks like some strange drink in one side. It's magically got a spoon stirring in it, and he's reading a book. He looks up, sees there's a gnome approaching from the heavens, and goes, "Oh, a new person."
I wave down at him, slowly descending, and then when I reach the table, I jump off.
You jump off fairly easily. He's like, you know that's for books, right?
I'm sorry, I'm new here. Could you remind me of the rules?
A new guest. Well, there's weirder ways to come into Candlekeep, I suppose. This place has a lot of rules and regulations. You will notice that there's no fighting, no copying, no scribing. Certain magical effects won't work the way you expect them to, particularly fire. As he says that, you notice none of the light in this room comes from fire. It all comes from jars of fireflies.
That's sensible.
I laugh under my breath when he's saying all this. It's like, no fun.
I illusion a fire there to see what happens with minor illusion.
You illusion the fire? The illusion goes up.
Yep.
It goes normal. It's not real fire.
Okay,
And
I drop it again.
he just looks at it and goes, "Well, that's one way to make fire, I suppose."
I
If
turn
you
to the tabaxi. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
That's like, so I thought we were rare in these parts. What brought you here?
Rare in these parts? Well, we're uncommon, but not particularly rare. This is Faerun. We're not too far from Neverwinter.
Oh, huh?
Okay.
Okay, well, neither of those are real places, as far as my character knows.
Yeah, just gotta look at her quizzically, like, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. And you work here?
Does she? I don't actually know myself. Well, no, I don't work here. I was here a few days ago. I was looking for some new spells, you could say.
Okay. I kind of look slightly bored and itchy. And yeah, how do I leave again? Sorry, nice to meet you, but this is not really my kind of place.
Yeah. You notice she's having, like, she keeps starting to hum a tune, and then she's forcefully stopping herself from humming this tune. Well, leave. There isn't really a way to leave at the minute. We're under quarantine.
Do you think
How
if
long has this
someone-
quarantine been?
It just started a few hours ago, I think.
You think if someone threw a book at me, it might help me leave?
Do you want to try it?
Sure, go on then.
He picks up the book, lobs it towards you. You notice as this book flies through the air, it doesn't fly a natural path as if something's influencing it. As she takes a 5-foot step back, kind of knowing what's about to happen, as this book pops into this weird orbous creature just before it hits you and stops.
Like, well, that's different, but not what I wanted.
You see a
Oh,
small creature where the book landed. It looks and snarls almost angrily, its form constantly changing, levitating up, and roll initiative.
This
was
was
that-
not one of the rules.
I was about to say, yeah, if something attacks me, can I fight it?
You can assume if something attacks you, you can act in defense.
Yay.
I am very taken aback by this.
And just as this happened, the two that stayed upstairs, you will hear this commotion happening downstairs.
Okay, we'll make our way down, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. I'll give you 1 free turn of movement if you want to spend it now. Each square is 5 foot.
What does this thing look like?
Blob.
It's ever-changing form. It sort of picks what form it wants to pick. It's a very small creature. It's about the size of your head as a gnome. But you notice coming off it, it is magical. Something had to have created this at some point.
Okay. I'll eventually make it down the stairs.
Yeah. Remus, you can also move if you want to.
Okay.
And we'll begin the combat there. As it's Remus up first. As you start to hear this boot get flying, a magical creature pop out and snarl. Switch music to fight. Is Remus there?
I was muted. Damn.
Oh.
Okay, well, so, at the start, well, I see trouble, I cast Mage Armor, that's
Yep, that's fair one.
first. No item is no... I have Mage Armor, okay?
Yeah, you have mage armor. Don't worry about
Uh,
it. Foundry's being weird.
Yeah, and I will start walking down the stairs.
Okay. You can get to the bottom of the stairs in 1 turn, it's okay. Nimble, as the
Yeah.
spook that was thrown at you, the creature pops out, snarls. It doesn't... You tell it's going to be aggressive to you, but it hasn't made a maneuver yet.
In that case, I'm going to attempt to grapple it.
Grapple it.
Mhm.
That's an opposed strength,
Very-
isn't it?
Yeah.
It rolls athletics or
Okay.
acrobatics, its choice.
I will do acrobatics then. if
I
that's okay.
think the person doing it has to roll
Oh,
one of them,
okay.
but I don't know which.
Okay. All right.
Well, the thing is, you rolled higher than its strength, so you pass, and you manage to hold it down, but it keeps switching and shifting forms. It's difficult to keep hold of, but you can grapple it for now. What does
Okay,
our
and I just-
mysterious character do that up here? Oh, nope, sorry, Nimble.
And I'll just kind of say, like, in very kind of rudimentary common, just stop moving around.
You're struggling with this creature writhing in your grasp. Demora, you pop down the stairs. You see... Well, no, you're already down the stairs, but you see Nimble grab this creature.
What are you people doing? God's sake. And I'm going to conjure a blade and just throw it straight at it.
That hits.
Any damage altogether?
Ooh, God. The arrow flies in towards Nimble's grasp as you see it as it just perforates and pops one of its eyes. As the eye dissolves, it reforms another eye.
Then I'm going to send this attack with another blade. Actually, miss it,
Your mic went really bad there, so I have no idea what you just said.
So I bonus attack with my other blade.
Okay, that one does not hit.
Two people, and then I'm just going to back up a bit.
Okay. Kitsula, the tabaxi that was just guiding you a minute ago and threw the spook at you, says, that's a good idea, I guess. She whacks it with the quarterstaff, missing. Tries to claw at it. She scratches deep through one of its forms and does literally no fucking damage. The creature is going to amorphically change itself around your arms and form up floating in the sky above you, Nimble. as it uses its sort of latches some limbs onto you, and you feel it sucking the energy out of you. Could you give me a Constitution save? Nimble.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
was distracted for a second and didn't realize you were talking to me.
It sort of like morphs itself free of your grasp, floats up
11.
above you, grasps onto you. You feel the energy get sucked out of you as you take 10 damage, and you also take a level of exhaustion.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
We've got
God.
this thing.
Oh yeah, like I said, this is going to be deadly.
Well, I feel like this is her fault. Why did she do this?
Well, roll. Nah, I'll tell you. You can tell she didn't expect the spook to fucking come alive.
Okay.
Orbis.
Alright, well, I'll throw a firebolt at it. Hopefully.
That hits for 1 damage. You don't fire a firebolt, you just fire a little spark.
Well, I guess fire probably... I mean, fire might not even work at all in this place, if I'm honest, but...
I will say that one does, because it does minimal damage. Leo, our last initiative, is your heavy armor clunks over the stairs.
Yep, finally making all the way down here. How much do the stairs take from my movement?
I will say it take your whole movement.
Okay. And the creature is visibly attaching itself to Nimble, right?
Yes, it's sort of grasping its amorphous limbs around him.
Alright. He's gonna cast a guiding bolt at it.
Ooh. Is that an attack or save?
That is an attack. Just let me find it through the sheer amount of spells I have.
Yes, you have a lot of spells.
Oh, there we go.
Found it? Yeah, that's not gonna hit. As you are firing into a melee, roll me a D100. Your guiding bolt flies through the air and whacks onto the side of one of the bookcases. It damages it a little bit, and then it just quickly, you see it like magically repair itself.
Okay. Oh.
Remus, you watch Leo slowly clunk down the stairs.
So I would be around here. And as I see the new guy summoning weapons, I get a little bit of jealousy going on, and I will summon my own blade. I will extend my arm and, out of the abyss, pull forth the ornate scimitar to my hand and maybe go and help Nimble out.
Yes. Is that an action to summon your blade? It is, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, it is. Well then, I will just stand around and wait.
You get down the stairs, summoning your blade. You come down as Mora. You also see this tiefling type creature summon this spectral blade in his hands. Nimble.
Okay. First, I scream in aggressive tabaxi at the other one.
I didn't mean to do it. I didn't know it was alive.
Fix this. And then I will. So it's grappled me now, or
No, you're not grappled. It's very
okay.
difficult for this creature to grapple and very difficult for you to grapple it.
Okay, I will use my bonus action, to do Step of the Wind and disengage.
Yep.
And because it hurt me quite a lot, will just look at my quarterstaff and think, well, wood on paper, and have a swing at it with my quarterstaff for a 14 to hit.
Well done. You whack it down as it just sort of splats and then reforms itself.
And as a for my, sorry, for some reason I'm having a complete blank on this character for some strange reason. You get to do 2 attacks.
Yes, you can do
What's
2
your
attacks.
bonus?
You
That's
can use
the
your
bonus.
bonus.
But I've already used my bonus. So yeah, that's it. That's me done.
You can use your main action though. Or did you do something else?
He didn't
Yeah,
know
I
what
did.
attack right with the main action.
Quarterstaff.
Okay, so is that
I'm done.
you done? Okay.
I
Demora.
think so. I'll
None of that is words.
Yeah, I can't hear. You've gone very robotic. Do you want to try resetting your microphone?
Yeah, 1 sec.
I guess
Is that any better?
Yes, that is better. I guess the people from Faerun also speak a different form of common to you guys.
Yeah, so I'm just going to continuously just look around quite disdainfully and just chuck another blade at it.
Yep, you fire another blade. That hits. Okay, this...
Okay.
The dagger flies through the air, sticking in. It pierces its form, popping through slightly. You realize it's having a real trouble reforming itself.
And then I'm going to bonus action and throw another one.
It's dead. How do you kill it?
Just blade just goes into it and just sort of disintegrates as it goes in, just when it just drops down.
Okay.
As if it was nothing to me.
The creature, as its final death throes, getting this dagger shoved into it, falls to the ground, rises around a bit, and then just evaporates into nothingness.
Look around and go, "You're welcome."
As the Khajiit looks at you and goes, "Well, that wasn't a teleportation book, was it?"
No.
Yeah, sorry, there's lots of strange books in this place. I'd be careful.
Okay, these are not books I've ever heard of.
Well, that was weird.
Is Edbur sitting at the table finally looks up and goes, "Can you quiet down a bit? I'm trying to work here."
What are you working on? I kind of move closer and look over his shoulder.
He's like, "Oh, this book is it's one I'm going to be scribing for a customer later. I best thought I'd memorize it to make sure I don't make any mistakes when I rewrite it. It's a history of Waterdeep. Speaks about a great author called Volo, and it's having with us some sort of portal inside of it."
I look around the others. It's like, does this mean anything to you?
Not to me, but maybe they've got a book on how to repair ships.
That'll be useful, yeah.
Or have a look at the books on the shelves. Like, what is the kind of topics? If you just pull one out at random.
There is literally random assortment of topics. There's one on mysteries of magic, one on histories of the realms, one called the Spellforge of Phandalin.
Okay. Well, none of those mean anything specific to me. I'd take one at random and start flicking through it.
You pick out a book. This one's titled Origins of Magic.
Ooh.
It speaks that magic may have been a man-made creation, perhaps from when the gods fell to the realm.
Okay. Well, I spent some time, like, skimming through it to see.
As he's skimming through this book, what is everyone else doing?
What's this over here? Is that more stairs?
That is more stairs leading downwards. What you see
All
also
good.
emerging from the top of these stairs is a very old and haggard Kenku. Tattered robes as she carries a staff with a large jar of fireflies atop. She slowly walks over, crouched over. She looks over into the center of the room, sees all you, and goes, "No, more trespassers." And she walks around the side.
What was
I'd like to
the?
see if I can open the door up at the top. See if there's anything in there.
You want to open this door? You can open this door. Give me 2 seconds.
What was the name of the people in charge again? That's a DM question. I just can't remember.
The name was the Advode. I think that's how it's pronounced.
Okay. I assume this bird isn't one of them, and we'll head towards those stairs with the intention
That's
of
easy
maybe...
to find out, actually.
Let me describe this northern room real quick. This is the scriptorium. All around flies lazy fireflies, like embers caught in the air. 3 writing desks sit against the north wall, and a sheepskin rug beneath each one. On one of the desks rests a book beside a stack of paper, along with a stopped ink jar and a porcupine quill pen. Another desk has a leather case on it, and a moulding tapestry hangs off center on the west wall. To the southeast is a wood paneled door with a to the southeast is a wood paneled door which is closed. A yellow glow emanates from under this door.
I'd like to have a look at the desk and have a look at what the name of the book is, if it's anything important or interesting to me.
You look at the book. It doesn't seem particularly interesting, but you do find a set of cartographer's supplies.
You know? I will put them in a pouch just for measure, and then I'd like to try the door.
You
Next
try the
door.
door, it just rattles. It seems to be locked tight.
Can I try and pick the lock?
Do you have thieves' tools?
I do.
Roll your dexterity for it then. It seems like it might work. There's a clink. You go, okay, the door's open. You go to push open. Still locked.
Must be barred on the other side. And then I just leave the room again.
Okay. As now the Kenku enters the southern room. As soon as the Kenku enters this room, yeah, what are you doing here? And out pops a sort of half man, half jackal creature. He shyly looks around and then skitters off, and then encounters Nimbleclaw stopping in his tracks.
Are you in charge here?
No, I'm a visitor. Who are you? What are you doing here? I'm not doing anything
I
wrong.
don't know. I don't know. And I really would like to leave. So, are they downstairs, the people in charge?
It's the bird that's in charge. You see this guy is nervously humming a song.
Really? A bird is in charge? And stop singing for a minute. I'm talking to you.
He's like, stops for a second, and then split seconds later, he starts humming this song again. He cannot stop singing it. Look, I'm just here for studies, okay?
Okay.
Oh, I've still
Okay,
got a fight
fine.
music.
And I make my way back over to where the Kenku went.
Mm-hmm.
Help him with.
You want to go with him? Okay.
What was up with all that singing?
I don't know. All these intellectuals. I don't know.
Yeah, a fog of war, tool again. Boink.
I'm going to join the bird crew.
Okay. You enter this room. Door's not locked. Leather bits and wood shavings and paper scraps litter the floor in this room. Large workbench and tools and contraptions are organized neatly around a handful of books, in different states of disrepair. Stools surround one of the benches, which is a leather apron draped over it. In this room, you also see a Kenku, an elderly Kenku, just flicking through these bits of broken book.
Hey, looks like my kind of room.
Hey, so I hear you're. I look very displeased with this. I hear you're in charge.
Intruders. This place used to be quiet.
Well, we would like to leave, please. Maybe you can teleport us or something?
No. Can't do
No.
that.
Well, we'll keep being noisy.
I wouldn't do that.
Do what?
This is a library. I would ask you to be quiet.
Well, if you
They
could
should
help
really
us
make the
leave,
rules clearer.
we'll be permanently quiet. So, about helping us.
I guess if you wanted to leave, I could teleport you to your homes. But the quarantine needs to be lifted.
How do we lift the quarantine?
It seems an item has came into this place and it's cursed. An old item. Resurfaced recently. Everyone... everyone that's a player make a wisdom save. Bright Spark passes, Nimble passes, Leo passes. Demora and Remos. You start humming a tune and you can't stop for some reason. As Nimble and Leo look both over at Demora, it's the same tune that the creature you saw leave this room was just singing. And you start to notice it was the same song that the Tabaxi was trying to stop themselves from singing.
Oh, stop singing that. Why are you singing that?
Ah, more infected.
Infected?
I begin to realize why this place is in quarantine now.
Well, I
Oh,
mean,
great.
it's only singing, so no big deal.
Well, you're not singing, you're
That's
just
only
I don't
humming
get
this
what all
tune.
the
It's,
fuss is about.
it's just like a nursery rhyme. It's very melodic and very gentle and soft.
What was your
I see
name?
absolutely
If I
no
can ask it
problem.
again.
My name, I am Crinkle.
Crinkle. Are you one of the avowed?
Yes. This is my part of the keep.
So, has anything like this happened before? How long will we be stuck here?
This happened a
Some
long
of the
time ago.
quarantines here.
Oh, yeah?
The last
And
time
how long did it last? What
last
did
time,
you do?
Last time it happened, we beheaded 2 people.
Okay. Were they the cause of it?
Well, the curse stopped, but now it's came back, so perhaps they weren't the cause.
Right.
Oh
Sounds
no,
like
that
you're
sounds bad.
Sounds like you're very concerned.
We will wait,
So,
as
wait.
always.
Wait, surely there must have been a pattern to this before. If that happened once already,
You should look to the scriptorium. We held one of them there before he was executed.
Do you know what this cursed item looks like? In between humming.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Do you know what this cursed item looks like?
No,
I'm humming in the background.
no, but Crinkle collects many nice things.
hello.
As you suddenly get a reminder of, oh, yeah, it's a Kenku.
Yeah, part of me thinks that some of the cursed items might be in her possession.
Unlikely. Otherwise, Crinkle would have been effective.
She might be infected. I'm gonna put down my book.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try pocketing it, and just keeping it, and then wander.
Put it in your pocket, and then
Yep.
instantly, it just pops out your pocket and floats off back to the shelf.
Interesting.
Edgar looks up, seeing this happen, and goes, "Yeah, you can't take the books, sadly. We can scribe them for you at a cost,
Can
I shrug. I guess that's how the rules work. Are all of them enforced by magic?
Yes, everything is protected. There are many magical wards in this place.
Am I protected?
To a point, I guess you could say. If the castle was to be attacked, we have many defenders that can be summoned, even a shield that protects the whole keep.
But not from whatever caused this quarantine, I guess. So
Keeps are not well known for their ability to defend themselves from the inside, I suppose.
question. What do you think caused this this disease?
I'm heading off to the west as this is happening.
Yep, no problem. I don't know.
Don't know. So you're a big group of people who like learning about things and you're not interested in knowing? Okay.
Well, we would like to know, but we have tried for so long. It seemed futile to figure out what caused the curse originally. We thought beheading solved it.
Maybe it's something that those guys overlooked. As we're in this room, can I get a general idea what this room was used for? You said that they...
Looks like book repair to me.
Yes, this is a bindery. It's used to repair books. You can see at the corner of this room there's a ledger, and it says it's got basically a page open, and it says repairs needed entry. Festivals and festivities of ancient Komar, replace cover. Living the dream. 3 years among the stone giants, replace cover. Shimmer sign bedtime repair shrine, repair spine. Halfling superstitions, rebind. You notice that all these books are here, apart from one.
Which one's missing?
Give me perception. In fact, no, since you're actively looking, investigation.
Suddenly got way worse at the roll.
Yeah.
These books are all needing repairs beyond, like, some of them are even, like, look like they're beyond repair, but it seems this Kenku wants to try and fix them. You have no idea which books are here and which books are not.
Just flips the books over, realizes they're old, realizes that they're books. He steps out and suddenly yells, "Brightspark! We need you in here! Desperately!"
As you just see Brightspark heading down towards some stairs, he turns and comes back to you.
What was this?
Look, we found a thing! And Leo points to the ledger.
I guess I read it.
You see the same, read the same thing that I just described.
Okay.
Since you're being a halfling, I thought that Superstitions of Halfling will be a perfect gift for you.
But he's not a half.
And the books.
I think that was the joke.
I'm glad that Leo does not know what race I am.
But yeah, you see there are 4 books. 4 books listed needing repairs, and there's only 3 books in this room.
I ask the Genku, what do they do with the books that need repairs?
Bring them here, write them down, and Crinkle fixes them.
There appears to be one missing.
No, not missing. Crinkle is...
One already repaired?
Crinkle knows where all books are.
But you don't.
Good for Crinkle. Do you know where the one that isn't here is?
Crinkle is tired. Crinkle liked quiet. You are not being quiet. Crinkle would like peace to work on the other books.
As useful as a bird would be.
He just turns towards Nimble and squawks.
I meow.
I shrug. I'm not very interested in this particular part of the thing, and I am very interested in all the rest of the stuff that's going on. So I just leave the room again.
I mean, this is an amazing place, like, so for someone like a Brightspark, yeah.
Yeah, this is
totally.
great. I love this whole place, and I don't want to leave. And everyone else is trying to leave, but I'm trying. I'm trying to explore.
Yet again, I am gonna have to ask for these quite frequently. I need wisdom saves again.
Yay.
This is just how the module's written.
Since I failed, do I need to roll?
That's up to you. You can either fail again or roll a pass.
Oh,
Ugh. There's a lot of singing going on.
Remus, there we go. I wondered what you wanted to do. Nimble, you are kind of just berated by all your friends and party members start humming this same tune.
I am
And,
already very irritated and kind of just like run out to these stairs.
and
I'm
you
already
can
feeling
tell that
itchy.
as people that remain in the room, you see this elderly Kenku put their staff down, rub their hands. They seem to be getting quite annoyed at this sound too.
I will stay here and hum all day unless you tell me where the book is.
And I will blow you to smithereens unless you leave.
Fair trade.
I'm pretty sure fighting is against the rules.
But I am an avode. And anyways, it won't be me that's blowing them up.
Well, you guys can get blown up. I don't mind. I'm gonna go exploring.
And sort of stare down for a minute and then just walk away.
You notice as the longer you stay there, the more agitated this Kenku is getting.
hey, wait
I'm
for
just
me,
going to
guys.
drop I'm going to drop a bunch of ball bearings on the floor as well, just have this little clatter down. Yeah.
Okay. As they all clatter on the ground, it's like... "Argh." It looked like if you weren't going to leave at that point, you would have fired a spell off.
I'm gonna go bounding down these stairs, like literally bounding down them.
Bounding down the stairs we go. This is a massive corridor.
I'm
And
going to saunter
the...
briefly downstairs.
That's where you end up at the bottom of them stairs.
Oh.
This is
Where
a
did I go?
cold, long, barrel-vaulted corridor. It's narrow, and the dim light comes from lamps of fireflies.
My
This is-
token seems to have got lost in the ether.
Oh, you in there.
It happens.
I dragged it and then it just vanished. Oh, there it is. Right, there you go.
This single lamp, well, no, there's two lamps, but they're not enough to fully lighten this corridor. Majority of this corridor is dark. You've gone robotic again, by the way.
Oh, I'm going to cast dancing lights.
Okay, it's no longer dark.
These humans and their poor eyesight.
Yeah, I mean,
Excuse
I can see as well.
Humanoids. I don't know.
Just going to spread them out down the corridor.
It's just
What's the door at
long-
the end made of? Out of interest.
It's just a plain oaken door. Nothing particularly
Okay.
special. But
Well, I'm
every...
just gonna walk down the corridor.
This corridor is unusually cold. As you get to the end, the door is not locked or anything, nothing special. It opens up into a kitchen. Dirty skillet stands out among other immaculate kitchen, and the smell of bacon in the air hints at us what the skillet used to cook. There's a door to the right. If you want to go through that, let me know, because there's loads of fucking rooms.
I will go through
like
the door
this.
to the right.
There aren't that many other options.
Yeah.
Seems reasonable.
Look for food.
Well, that guy we saw earlier went this way, and he's not
Yeah.
here, so...
I've revealed the
It
full
should be
map,
some
but
kind of
obviously
dormitory.
you haven't gone into the rooms yet. In
Yeah.
this corridor, there are 6 rooms. One of the doors in the center and the north is slightly ajar. You can hear the odd hums of what sounds like a child coming from it.
I knew they had bed and breakfast in here.
Gonna hover down the end here.
You go down to the end. the door on the end is slightly more ornate. Well decorated. Iron supports. Demora stands in front of the open door.
Yeah.
You spot a
Look in
child.
and see where-
The child sleeps here, toys are scattered on the unmade bed, piles of clothes obscure a few bare patches of the floorboards. Above writing desk angles, that's it. In the centre of this room, there's
Did
a
you say
round
that-
firefly lamp.
And did you say that the child was asleep? Or-
No, at this point, because I've changed some things, the child is awake and humming away, drawing random pictures.
I'd like to just sort of announce myself. Child, why are you here?
Oh, sorry, there's new people here. Sorry, I'm Gabby. I'm the son of Eberbo upstairs. The daughter, sorry. Hey, would you like
How
to have a
long
look
have
at
you
these
been
drawings
here?
I've made?
I would, yes. Let's see if there's anything weird about them, or whether it's just general children's drawings.
Roll me a d4.
D4.
You see a childlike drawing of what looks like a dog's face. The dog is snarling and angry, and inside its hand appears to be a severed. Inside its mouth appears to be a severed hand. For this being a
Is this
child's
something-
drawing, this is oddly brutalistic. I've got
Is this
more if you want to
something
have a
you-
look at them.
I would. Is this something you have seen? Or
No, I wouldn't say I've seen it. As you look at the other drawings, the other ones she shows you are equally as brutalistic. I will go through all of them in sequence. Wrong.
why are you drawing them?
In one of the pictures, you see a boy being drowned. In another picture, there's a man screaming in pain as a severed leg.
These are that's disturbing for a child to be drawing. Then who would have just stumbled up crying at these sort of things. How do you draw them?
I don't know. I just draw whatever comes to my mind.
Are the toys all normal children's toys?
Yeah, everything seems normal. And again, wisdom saves again.
Ooh.
Okay, Bright Spark, you're no longer humming. Ooh. But Nimble's now humming. If you get above a 13, you pass, basically. However, Demora, you now start to sing these words. You know these words. In fact, you know them perfectly.
Just playing a bit.
I'm about to rickroll everyone.
These are the words
I
you
am
know.
definitely locking you in.
When you start singing these words, it's not as if you are hearing them. Well, no. It's as if they're being sung somewhere inside this keep. And you're just repeating them.
Well, that's not creepy as fuck.
For some reason, because you know the words, you are drawn to the scriptorium you were in before.
That's the
Middle floor,
From at the top.
that room.
Okay.
okay, that one. The one with the locked door.
Well, I'm going to go back up there.
Well, I don't really know who this guy is who's now started singing and is leaving. So
Yeah. You'd think he's pretty
yeah.
insane.
he's definitely insane. But that hasn't narrowed it down very much.
As you get into this room, give me a wisdom save again. The rest of you, what are you doing at this scene as well? As you see
Like
this
to
dark
go-
elf figure just sprint off in the distance. Oh, fuck.
To this room.
You went to
Once
this
again,
room.
I have been muted for God knows how long.
Yeah, I thought you were being a bit quiet. As you enter this room, the weird dog man you've seen before goes, What are you doing? This is my room. I wasn't doing anything weird. Get out here.
Right. Sorry, dog.
You should really knock on people's doors.
Do we know if
what?
any of the rooms are unoccupied?
Nimble,
You can
could
knock
you
on the doors.
Nimble, could you roll me perception?
I sure can. 16.
16. You notice under this bed there is a mountain of scrolls.
I just kind of gesture loosely under and be like, and say like, I can see you're busy reading, and wander out again.
Okay. As soon as you wander out, he slams the door shut and you hear a clink.
Yeah.
One room is currently unoccupied. That is this room here. All the things here look like they've just been put there, ready for someone to move in. There are 2 beds.
I'm going to go examine the door on the far right.
It's a well-made oaken door with iron braces.
How locked is it?
How locked is it? Are you trying it?
Yep.
I didn't even see that door.
Yeah, no, it's pretty weird. You try the door, it is completely locked.
Huh. Is there an obvious keyhole on this side? Or even a non-obvious one?
There is an obvious keyhole, but there's a few scratches and claw marks around it. It seems the person that lives here struggles to put the key into it.
Right. Gang keys. Got it.
I mean, I could hit it, but I get the impression that everything is probably protected by magic.
Oh yeah, best if you don't. That will definitely break the rules.
If it was
Okay.
protected by magic, surely the keyhole would be magic itself. You wouldn't need an actual key. That would be weird.
With you guys having
I
a
think hitting
conversation
it
down
doesn't
there,
help.
Demora, you enter the scriptorium. The voice that you have been hearing repeating these words is incredibly loud in here, coming from the door that was locked before. For some reason, this room, it hurts you mentally.
I'm going to try and put the lock again.
You try the lock again. It's still locked tight. But as you turn and move, as you turn around, looking around for the rest of this room, a gust of wind hits the tapestry, lifting it up slightly, and you can see what looks like scratched words in it.
I'm going to pull the tapestry down and have a read.
Behind the tapestry, you find the same lyrics that you are repeating. At the same point, there's a click, and you hear shifting stones in the room that you just tried to open.
I'm going to turn back and try the door again.
Doors open. This is a small room awash with the glow of 1,000 fireflies. The luminescent insects fly around inside more than a dozen glass terrariums. These terrariums dot along these walls, filling all the shelves and surfaces. You can hear soft clinking noise as they bounce off the glass. Well, you don't, because you are currently berated by the sounds of this song.
I am going to stump it.
As you step further into this room, you look down on the floor, you instantly see the 3 words carved into the stone, raggedly, as if in desperation. Finish the rhyme. The words of this song are incredibly loud here. This is the loudest they've ever been.
Can I see the words again? Or...
You want to see the words again? I can bring them up for you. Handouts. Which one's rhyme? Show the player. Everyone should now be able to access this in their journal.
Looks like it's in rhyme. I am going to sort of cover my ears, even though I doubt it will do anything.
Mm-hmm.
And
Actually,
head out to
covering
the
your
man-
ears. Covering your ears now does mute the sound a bit. The sound is now physical, not mental.
Oh shit. I'm going to leave the room and
Leaving the room, shutting the door, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yep, you leave the room, shut the door. Sound now stops.
I'm going to go down to the taxi and the human guy in the middle and ask if to repeat the song and ask them if they've heard it before or they know what it's about.
As you're approaching, this is now affecting everyone. Every firefly that is lighting up this room goes dim. There's no bright light in this building anymore. Everything is dim. What does the group downstairs do now?
Look around in confusion. Anyone know what happened?
Guys, I think magic went out.
Wait.
Remus, I think you've muted yourself again. Looking in the room with the damaged keyhole, it is now pitch black in that room.
In this one?
Yep, not a sign of light creaks out from under the door.
Well, this just gets better and better.
I knock on this door, and if there's no response, I knock on that door.
You hear a rustling of papers in the southern room goes, "I'm busy!" In the north room, there's no response to the door. As you knock on at the door, X open a bit. This is a sparse bedroom. It's tidy apart from the clay bowl containing the remnants of, particularly of a menagerie.
Huh. I shout down into this room. Who has the key to the room, to that room?
That's Crinkle's room. No one goes in or out.
The bird.
Yeah, well, that was inevitable.
Aurora and the group, and anyone who has a passive perception above a 13 hears a sudden thud as Crinkle tried to leave the room but struggled to navigate over the ball bearings.
Mission accomplished.
He is Demora. You see her from the other side of the room, crawling her way out, trying to using the bookshelves to get back on her feet. And what did you want to ask the two in the center room?
Whether they knew the song at all or who Sunshine was.
You look at each other. Isn't that a nursery rhyme? Yeah, isn't that the book that's meant to be getting repaired?
I keep hearing the words in my head.
Oh,
I've not heard of Sunshine.
This isn't good.
This does indeed sound not good.
Well,
Oh dear.
you want to stay?
Demora, can you give me a dex save?
Dex save. I'm going to use one of my knack things, so I'm going to roll an additional d6.
Go for it.
14 allow me to save.
14. You notice the bookshelf seem to creak and move as all the books from the upper and middle floors fly off into random directions, catapulting all over, making this room a total mess. Everyone apart from you failed this save, as they all take a significant amount of damage.
From just books moving.
Oh yeah, because they're flying at massive force, flinging all over the place.
Yeah.
Some books are
wanted
pretty
to check
heavy,
that.
to be fair.
Yeah, it makes sense. I just wanted to check that that's what was doing the damage, not like some other.
Edward gets smacked in the face by a big heavy book and falls unconscious.
So everybody, do we want to stay in the dark in the basement, or do we want to stay in the dark upstairs?
There's a massive
as far
noise
as we
coming
know,
from the other side. We should
The
go and check
upstairs
it out.
might be light.
True, actually. True.
Well, maybe we should go and check it out.
My current plan is to go back upstairs to
Yeah.
see
There's
if
nothing
anything's happened
happening
up
here.
there.
This is just full of
'Cause this
people
place is-
sat in rooms having a go at us. So, yeah.
Yeah, and the weird child who I really want to close the door to their room.
Oh, yeah,
It's
that's fine.
freaking me out.
Lock the door.
Lock the door.
You guys can come up to the top of the stairs. If you need a hand dragging tokens, let me know. As you spot Crinkle slowly struggling, making their way towards the stairs you're coming up with.
Through the books, which are presumably all over the place.
Yeah, everything in the circular rooms is difficult terrain, if it becomes relevant.
With my fairly
Oh,
good
nice.
dark vision, seeing him doing this, I'm just silently smirking in the darkness.
As you actually look over to her as well, all the fireflies on her jaw have died.
I'm going to walk over to the others and say, apparently, these books do not like mention of Shemshine and her rhyme.
And let me guess, as you say that, something bad
Um,
happens.
only people... In fact, no. Everyone makes another wisdom save now.
I'm healed.
Okay, Orbis, if you were singing, you're no longer singing. Nimble starts singing. Dolores continues singing. Leo stops singing. And Remos starts singing. You now all know the words to this song as well.
Is this hard?
This poetry is
does
terrible.
The name in the song doesn't sound like a demon or something I would know.
It doesn't sound like anything you've ever heard of. Not a demon, not a spectre, nothing. Doesn't even seem like an entity that pops up anywhere.
Okay. Someone has carved them into the walls up in the room above, and someone has written on the floor in another room complete the
Check
rhyme.
out on Edbert.
Right, this gets better and better.
At the same time as all this is going off, Demora, Nimble, and Remos, you hear a screech which pierces your eardrums. You are temporarily deafened for the next 2 minutes.
I'm keeping an eye on the Kenku to see where they're going, and I will attempt to follow them if they head down the stairs.
Yeah, that's exactly where they're going.
Can I check
I'll
out on
follow.
Edbert if it's unconscious or just dead?
Oh, I lost my token in
Where are you?
the dark somewhere. Sorry.
Oh, you're up there on my screen. I'll move you down. There you go. He is... Oh, why the hell did that fucking pop to you there? I need to roll a d20. He is dead. He is alive. Unconscious. Very badly unconscious, though.
Not the good kind of
I'll
unconscious.
throw a spare the dying
Mhm.
as a first action, just in case,
Yep.
and then like let him rest for a while as I look over to the group.
I think I'm speaking in a normal voice, but very, very loudly. Said that the Kenku was repairing the book about Shemshine.
Stop saying that. Actually, we can't hear you, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just nodding. I can see your lips moving. I don't know what you're saying.
Looking around, just figured out that literally no one has responded to me.
Only one other person can even hear up there.
Wait, what did you say? I didn't understand.
What?
Bright Spark, just as you're moving down this corridor, you notice the Kenku shuts all the doors behind it.
I open them, I guess, as I go through,
doesn't
assuming that's
block them.
possible. Okay, yeah.
As it passes Gabby's room, Gabby follows out. Both of them end going into Kenku's room.
I'm gonna
Does the
Stumble.
Kenku unlock it with a key then?
Yes. She also does a weird arcane symbol on it. It's literally just a circle.
gonna stumble over to the table.
Yep.
And just pull out the chair next to the other tabaxi and just sit down and look thoroughly depressed. Can't see.
You are no
It's
longer.
dark, and
No one's no longer deafened. That's now
Oh.
passed.
well, at least I can now hear this horrible situation we're in.
Right.
I'm now examining the lock to see if I can understand the magic behind it. I obviously don't have the key, but I want to know how the circle glyph worked.
It's just a simple warding spell. It literally just prevents the mechanism from moving unless the Kenku wants it to. You could possibly, if you just trace a circle with some basic magic power, it would probably just unlock itself.
Right. Well, I try that to see what happens.
As you draw a
With
circle,
my arcane symbol, which is a wand. Arcane.
as you're drawing the
focus, yeah.
circle, you hear a massive clash in this room,
Oh.
and then followed
Okay.
by a thud.
I carefully push the door.
It's still locked. You haven't got the key.
Okay. Not a surprise,
Mhm.
but worrying. Okay, I'm gonna head back out.
Okay. As you're heading back out, though, before you finish your movement, the door opens. Gabby steps out. Her eyes are rolled back in her head, and she's singing this song. She has 2 items in each hand: a small trinket box and a book.
What book is it?
The book, it's a large, thick book. It's not got pages, instead it looks like it's got mechanisms inside it. The trinket she is holding has blood on one of the corners.
Okay, well, I just stand there staring at her in shock for a bit, I guess.
Meanwhile, firstly I say to Dorora, how about we don't mention the S word anymore, and you show us where you saw this scratchings in the ground.
Right. And yes, I don't know if anyone heard me before. But there was also Edgar before he took a book to the face. He was saying that the Kenku is fixing the book about she who must not be named rhyme. But the stuff, the writing on the wall, literally, was up in this room up here. It was behind a tapestry.
Okay.
I'm just
Go
going to
and have a
assume
look.
people are going to follow me.
So we know
Upstairs
that's
group. Upstairs group, who do you nominate to be your luckiest character?
Leo
Leo's gonna be
volunteers a tribute.
What a question.
Leo Brightspark. Roll me a d20.
Nimble. All right.
Let's go.
Okay,
I
who's gonna
nominate
die?
myself as the luckiest person below the before.
Okay.
Yeah, you did a bad choice there.
Yeah. You step into this room. Remo stays in the main room. This door shut behind you, sealed tight.
Oh no, I'm following.
Oh, you follow? Move
I've
your
been-
token then.
I've been muted.
As soon as Remo steps in through this door, the door slams shut and you hear it lock.
Right.
Okay, well, I should probably have stayed with you guys.
I'm getting a feeling this library doesn't like us.
Everyone roll
It
initiative.
likes me.
Initiative.
Am I also rolling?
Yeah, you also rolling.
Oh god.
Let's see.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna roll above 10 anytime soon.
Oh, I am not going to win a fight with this girl.
Okay,
And you are going to have to model.
Nimble, since you're up first, give me perception.
And what can I see? Perception 23.
23. The shadows in this room seem to move in grasp. You notice that they congeal into single forms in 2 points of this room.
Okay. In that case,
I will reveal them to you.
I think seeing these strange, floaty features, I will who can play at that game, I say to nobody in particular. And as a bonus action, I suddenly grow a pair of shadowy arms.
Ooh.
And
Nice.
actually, I would have probably moved first. Now I come to think of it, this makes a bit more sense.
Mhm.
Move to here, grow my shadowy arms, and I would like. Can I see it?
You can see it, yeah, it's forming up into this.
Okay.
It's best described as a Dementor from Harry Potter. That's
Okay,
the only
then,
way I can describe these things.
Could they give me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Of course. Both of them or just one of them?
Both of them. Anything I can see within 10 feet. And the DC is. What's the DC?
If I remember right, it was 13 or 14.
Seems reasonable, doesn't it? It'll
It's
be
probably 8 plus
proficiency.
dex plus proficiency. That's what it normally is for these things.
Yeah. In that case, it might be 15 then. Let's see.
We'll
If
say
you get close.
Yeah, we'll say it's 15.
Okay.
One of them failed.
So, they make 2 rolls of my martial arts damage dice, which is a D4, I believe. Ugh, well, that was good. They take 3 damage, force damage, magical, I guess. And for that's it. Yes, that's
Okay.
it basically. And now I get my actual action.
This one up here, as it starts to form itself, gets blasted against the back wall.
Yeah. Assuming that I cannot punch a shadow, I will use my spectral arms to do the same for me. I'm going to use my wisdom modifier when I have these arms instead, which just gives me an additional +1. I can't seem to actually
It's
change
okay.
it.
We'll
on,
just add the
on
+1
Foundry, but
as you
just
roll.
Add a +1, yeah. Oops. That's not what I wanted. I just wanted the damage. Da, 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 da. No, just sorry. Why?
What's the damage die? Just roll it free if you have to.
Yeah, I don't know. This is not normally what happens. So let's do it this way instead. What the hell? So this was you wanting to demonstrate Foundry, and we're discovering it's a little bit tricky
Yeah.
at times.
Sometimes it can be.
Where was my? Okay, there we go. Okay, I was in the spot. Right. Okay, it's a 23 to hit. 23 to hit.
Is it still the same damage or is the damage modified?
Yeah, 23 and 5 basically. So,
Okay, there we go. Damage is done.
and that will. I think that counts as. I think it counts as magical in this case.
I've
I'll
counted
let
it
you
as
know
magical.
if that isn't the case by my next turn.
This guy, as these attacks wail in on him, it sort of wails and shrieks against the wall, breaks free, dives down for Nimble. And yep, he'll do that. Nimble, you have the shadow warp through you. It goes inside you for a split second as you feel your strength get sapped for a second as you take 9 damage.
Ow.
How bad are you looking?
He's
I'm
bloodied.
looking fairly bad, but also Nimble may need to take a leave of absence. So
Ooh, okay.
don't worry too much. Don't worry too much.
Okay. As we go downstairs, Brightspark, you look at towards this child who's holding this bloody box. She is going to charge right towards you, since you are child-sized, I guess, and try and whack you on the head.
With the box.
Oh yeah. Like her,
Okay.
it's almost as if she's charging towards you. Her jaw unhinges and she lets out this terrifying shriek.
I am terrified.
Let's see if this hits. I really doubt it will. After all, she is still a small child. No, that does not hit. No chance in hell. Just the box slips out of the hand, goes skittering across the floor behind you, and it lands by the door. That door.
This door. Okay.
Remus, what do you do now? Remus is muted.
Ah, goddamn. So, can anyone hear me now?
Yep.
Amazing. Finally. So, would I know what these shadowy beings are?
You're a pact of the fiend, aren't you?
Yep.
Yep. I'm gonna say yes, you've known creatures to summon these things, but a lot of creatures summon these as minions.
Would I know, like, are they sentient? Can I, like, deal up psychic damage?
Roll me Arcana or Survival. Or Nature.
Okay, I know which one I'm going to roll. Okay, I have no idea, so I might as well just test it out. Let's see. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Did
I can
cut
still hear
out?
you. Yeah.
Okay. Okay,
Someone
well,
just put in the chat, Chris, leave of absent must be a bard spell.
Well, I apparently don't have Mind Spike, so instead I will summon my sword,
And a
and
slicey slice.
that's my turn.
Okay.
Since it was an action, right?
Yeah, it was.
Uh,
The other spectre that you were looking at locks eyes with both you and Demora, shifts over to Nimble, seeing its prey, heads up behind him, and literally grabs onto the back of Nimble's back, pulls him down through into the ground. Nimble is no more. On the other news, though, neither is Zack's shadow.
Oh, wow.
I leave for like 2 minutes and someone just disappears.
Leo.
Wait, just drags him through the ground.
Oh yeah,
Leo
it's
runs
literally
up.
like no clipping through the ground. I don't know if Leo's speaking. If he is, he's gone very quiet.
Wait, can you hear me?
There we go.
So, okay, he gets dragged down through the ground. Oh no. Leo's gonna assume that what he was going to do will still work, and we'll do channel divinity.
Ooh.
So, like a 30-foot radius, dimly lit sphere appears around him, and hopefully it will
Yeah, this map's tiny, by the way.
Nimble wherever he's gone, but he will essentially block the nearest possible route between the shadow and the rest of the party.
So, this light emanates from Leo. What's its actual mechanical effects?
Oh, it's just dim lighting, and at the
Okay.
end of the turn for everyone, it's 1d6 of temporary hit points.
Roll me a d8.
Yay. Alright. Boy.
You watch as this light grows around this room, filling this room up with bright light. The shadow just sort of fizzles away and screeches in pain as it disappears. That's your guys' combat over. Right, Spark?
Okay. I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself and then shout out to anyone in the rooms. Could do with some help out here. And then I will make sure that the child can't get to the thing that she tried to hit me with by
Mhm.
blocking the corridor as much as possible. But I am not going to attack it yet.
Okay. For the group upstairs, you are now all represented by Darora. To make things simple.
Alright.
And it's now actually your turn as a group turn. What do you do?
I'd point to have a look and see if I can work out.
You've gone
Right.
very robotic again, but I think you want to go in that other room, yeah?
No, I was going to go and see what happened to Nimbleclaw, like see if there was just like a big blood spatter on the floor where he got put through the ground or something like that.
Doesn't seem to be anything there.
Shall we run
Then-
downstairs? I think we can hear Brightspark from down there.
Well, there was more writing in this other room. Do we want to check that first?
Sure.
I mean, I have no particular connection to the person downstairs.
No particular connection to this strange magical gnome.
I'm going to go into the other room again.
Oops, sorry. Delete. Yep, let's go and check out that room. Sorry, what's your name again?
Dorora.
Okay, I'm Leo.
Right.
Pleasure to meet you.
As you enter this room yet again, you hear this singing, these words echo out in this room.
Well, nothing's changing here,
Nope.
apart from the words are outside rather than inside. So that's interesting.
So, Leo's gonna find this singing really annoying. And
In
I
fact,
believe
Leo-
I've prepared a spell for. Yep.
You can trace the singing below one stone tile.
Okay, good. Leo's gonna cast silence on that stone tile.
You cast silence away, the singing persists. You can now work out from that, this singing is not a magical effect.
Oh no, he's gonna angrily like. So it's stone tile in the like level floor.
Yeah. So there's or in this room, the ground is stone tiles. It looks like some of them can be moved and lifted up. It's sort of like a church.
Durura, help me up with this one. I think it's this annoying magic music player. It's down there.
You lift up the stone, and you see a severed skull. Its jaw moving away as the song leaves its mouth.
That's a bit grim.
I'd like to pick it up and chuck it at a wall.
You chuck it at the wall, it shatters, and the singing stops. Back
Well,
downstairs.
That's one way to deal with it.
The dogman creature thing pops out, grabs the child, and he's like, "Am I helping? Am I actually doing good now?" And that's the end of combat, because she can't do anything at this point.
I reassure the dog thing, whatever it is, that he is in fact helping.
Oh, okay, he lets the child down. As you realise that her eyes have gone back to normal, she's looking at the spook and like, what? Chucks the book on the ground, it lands right at your feet.
Can I read the cover without touching it too much?
Yes, you can. This book is the Shimmer Sign Bedtimes.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell both of them not to touch the book. I'm going to go investigate this room.
Okay.
Um,
In
let's
this
see what
room, you
happens.
see a passed out Kenku.
Can I just get through the door? Is it not open? Is it just open?
No, she sort of left the door open.
Right.
Dead glowworms and various fireflies lie on this ground. The Kenku, slumped down, is unconscious.
Okay. Right.
What? Okay, yep.
I'm going to go find the rest of the party then and bring them down here,
Mm-hmm.
if that's possible.
Yes, as you get to the top of the stairs on the middle floor, though.
Yep.
You looking at the center of the room. You see Edgar slowly waking up, but as he's waking up, he's singing this song. He can't stop himself, no matter how hard he tries. And the Tabaxi on the other side of it just shouts up, "I can't take it anymore!" And she runs upstairs.
I go find the others.
Yep.
And quickly fill them in on what happened.
You are told
And
about
request
the...
that they follow me back downstairs. I'm going to ignore Edgar.
Edgar.
Because I don't know how to deal with that.
Yeah, he's just singing away.
No, he's unconscious, right?
No,
Yeah,
he's
he woke
waking up and he's singing the song. No matter how hard he tries, he can't stop himself.
Oh, good God. Leo's gonna look at the shattered skull. Is it Dorora? Yep, so he looks to Dorora and goes, "I've never seen an elf that crude yet that effective. Are you interested in sailing or joining an amazing crew?"
Well, I'm more of a bounty hunter than anything else. But I suppose if there's money in it, I'm just going to sort of kick at the debris a bit.
Leo just
Ooh,
checks
I've
his
just realised
pocket.
actually, as you're talking, everyone in this room notices. Nope, I don't. Never mind that. But everyone does notice the "finish the rhyme" is scratched onto the stone tile that was moved. I misread that note. My bad.
Right, so what's the deal with this rhyme?
I don't know, but it's creepy as fuck.
Well, there's a
Um,
book downstairs, which is way creepier and possibly related.
There's also a box.
Does it have a full version of the rhyme?
I have not read it.
Let's go and read it, because that might be like the silver bullet to this curse.
Okay. As you all go downstairs with Bright Spark to look at this book, you approach this book in the hallway, which you left on the floor. It stops ticking, getting faster and faster, and then eventually the book opens on its own.
I stand back.
I'll go
I
and
go and
pick
pick
it up.
That's the
Oh yeah,
scene you see.
Rebus. Oh,
That's the
wait.
scene you see.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Can I
Well-
pick it up?
Yeah, you can pick it up. No
Um,
problem picking it up.
So the rhyme does describe the things happening here, and this is also the same drawings as what she was drawing.
Yes. Well,
Except
this
the
is
fourth
weird.
one, which isn't there, right? The far right one
Yep, that's not there.
isn't in the rhyme. So the finish the rhyme thing might be related to that.
You notice the box with the bloody corner. As you start investigating that, it's a music box, but it seems damaged.
Okay. Well, I want to go into this room and see how the Kenku's doing.
Still unconscious.
Anyone have any way of stopping people being unconscious? Because I don't.
Do I look like a killer to you?
Brightspark, as you're looking at this Kenku, you realise she's bleeding out very quickly.
Quickly.
Okay, cool. Yep, I'll approach. I'll help out. I'll try and spare the dead.
You want to try sparing the dead? Okay. Cast it away. The wound stops bleeding. She stays unconscious, though.
I think it's important we give her time and medicine to recover.
You're welcome to give her medicine, but that mainly sounds like an excuse not to use a spell slot.
Listen, if I knew I was healing, I would have prepared healing spells.
Leo, can you move
Is
your
there
token in that
anything-
room just so I know you're there?
Oh, yeah. It's like I was looking at the picture.
I think I should move too.
Yep, no problem. With Leo in that room, though, performing medicine, he looks towards this wall here and notices that it's not a wall. It's actually a door.
Yeah, highly suspicious.
I-
Small black
I
section.
just
Yep.
ask about the book.
Okay.
I can't move my token.
Have you lost your token?
I cannot move it.
Yeah, there
Thank you.
you go.
I appreciate it.
don't know why you couldn't move it, but okay. Yeah, so Leo spots this area, which isn't an actual part of wall, it's actually a door. And Remus, what did you ask? Sorry, I missed you.
About the book. Is it like magical or what's the deal?
Roll Arcana.
Let's wait for Foundry to do stuff. Let's see.
This book does not appear to be magical in any way.
Okay, well, I close it and put it in my bag.
Okay, it's in your bag now.
Oh, so I can put it in there, so the book is not from here.
It
Because
also needs repairing.
Earlier we
and
couldn't
the
like
ones that need
take the
repairing
books.
don't automatically teleport because otherwise it'd be annoying to repair them.
Yes?
Aurora. So you were singing that song, weren't you? Wait, Aurora, are you here?
Oh, yes. Yes, I
No.
was.
That song you were singing, and the clawed description on the wall actually says to finish it. So perhaps if you had some magical songwriting talent, we can actually sit down and finish the rhyme. Maybe that will help.
Do you think they'll mind if it's a terrible rhyme?
It's not one of my particular skills. Usually I just stab people a bit, and they sing in a different way.
I'm gonna look into this compartment room thing.
2 seconds. The whole building, this whole entire library section, suddenly becomes rigidly cold.
That may have been my fault.
That was not your
Liam,
fault.
can I see the mechanical book once again, please?
I will show it in a second. Is Brightspark opens up the secret door. Thousands of trinkets and baubles fall out.
Damn it, Kenkus.
There is a amber ring worth 25 gold. There is an ornate curved dagger worth 25 gold. There's a set of intricate glass bottles worth 5 gold each. There's also 2 potions. One of them seems more like a gas than a liquid, and the other liquid is just this white sparkly fluid.
Okay.
I will reshare that book as well for you.
Well, I'm gonna have a look at the potions then. I suppose.
Do you have Identify? I don't think you do you?
I do not.
Nope. Roll Arcana then.
Okay.
70. And another one for the other potion?
Yep.
20. Which one would you like to know about? The one that looks like a gas or the one that's white and sparkly?
Let's go with the gas.
This is a potion of gaseous form.
Ooh. Okay.
As you're all sort of pondering, looking at your own individual things, performing your own research, you look over Remus and Aurora. You start to hear another a melodic tune when the little music box pops open. It sings the lines you know, and then starts to sing another set of lines, but then jumps back to the start.
Did we catch any of the other set of lines? Or...
Nope, it just literally got the first syllable and then stopped.
I would like to have a look at the music box, see if I can see anything that's sort of obviously broken. it could just be sort of put back in or anything like that.
You're looking at this object. You recognize it is a gnomish design. A very intricate clockwork, various springs and sprockets. You can't work out what's damaged. It seems that, however, as you're looking at it, it does seem like someone was trying to repair it and has made a very bodged job of it.
I'm going to pick it up and go into the other room and go, no, I think this is gnomish. Fix it. And put it down next to him.
I'm going to glance over. Sorry, wrong kind of gnome. And then go back to sorting through the trinkets.
Gnome, that's what you were.
Yeah.
Oh, he's just realised.
But I'm not the kind of gnome that is any good with that.
Well, my skill set has so far been throwing things at walls, which I doubt will help here.
Is you're all sort of discussing stuff. Kenku lifts its head up, looks around and goes, "What are you doing here?"
Okay, this is going to sound weird, but a girl followed you into your room, knocked you out, and then came back outside, and I subdued her, and she no longer appears to be a threat. What?
Funny. How history repeats.
Could you just tell us the history? Because that would make it easier to avoid the repetition thing.
About 15, maybe 20 years ago, we started recovery of this. Well, I was already living here, but the others came down and wanted to rebuild and refurbish this part of the keep. It's one of the oldest parts of the Candlekeep, and we found a few books. I took them in and started to repair them. The Shimmer Sign one seemed interesting to me. I took it for myself. At that same point, the singing started. The worst affected was another Avode called Yowlin Plit. He was the one we beheaded.
And
So, to confirm,
What did
in the
you
version of
do to
history
the
which
man's
we're
skull?
repeating,
Remus, go first.
okay.
and what did you do to the man's skull?
We buried it in the place we buried it in the place we held him.
And would that be inside his castle?
It was
Upstairs, maybe?
in the scriptorium.
Seems like a yes. I asked at Kenku.
Mm-hmm.
In the version of history that we're currently repeating, who's the people who get beheaded?
And people that are worst affected. Some people
Right.
have the power to resist it. Others go insane, claiming they see
So you-
shadows, flashing lights, and a spectre with a scythe.
You behead the insane people.
Yes.
Have these things affected you?
They have not affected me as of yet.
Okay.
Oh fuck. As she sort of absently minded drifts away as she's recovering from unconsciousness and starts humming this song.
Well.
Nominate one of yous. So I need a volunteer, basically.
I'll volunteer.
You volunteer?
Alright.
Okay, I need an intelligence save.
I've been doing so well on my saves today.
I know.
I'm going to add to that as well. I'm going to roll a d6 just to
Okay.
an 18 make it.
18 does in fact make it, as you are berated with a nightmarish image. You see spectres, dives, a drowning boy, a man getting his leg cut off, and then a millstone.
Millstone, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's grinding wheat or something.
You
Would be the normal
also,
thing to do with it.
sadly, take 6 damage. Psychic damage. And
The
also
ghost in the-
start singing the song. Again.
The ghost in the fourth image is sad. It's happy in the other ones, which is weird. It seems like the resolution is that.
Maybe it's... Wait. He carved when he went insane. He carved onto the ground to finish the rhyme. There is a music box, but it's broken. I tried to fix it, but I couldn't get the final verse to play.
I'm just sort of going to clap my head and go, something about a millstone. Get pictures in my head. Millstone. By drowning.
Any idea where the book's from, originally?
The book was here long before I inherited this part of the keep.
Do you not keep records of these things?
Not particularly. People bring in new books all the time. We fix them up and put them on the shelves.
Okay, well that sounds like a very large security risk.
Not really, because they're
This
all
sort of thing
enchanted.
is bound to happen.
Every
Okay,
book is
well,
enchanted, so...
That doesn't sound like less of a security risk. Enchanted books are surely more dangerous.
Do you
Depends
have
which book
any
you pick
books
up.
on sailing?
Ooh, yes, actually, in this very keep, there's a few books on sailing.
How about we solve your quarantine and we get to keep those books?
Okay, sure.
Are those books going to turn into weird monsters at random? Because that's a thing that's happened in the past, and I would prefer to avoid.
It's possible.
Oh, I know. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Okay, right. Do we know if the guy actually finished the rhyme?
The Kenku doesn't seem to have. He seems
No.
to have tried.
Music box is the key to it all. Final verse will help you.
So, by the way, I did pour all your trinkets over the floor. Sorry about that.
She looks over, spots it, and is like, ah, what a mess. Starts shuffling them back into the cupboard. If you've taken any, she won't notice.
I've taken both the potions, one of which I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I haven't taken anything else.
I guess we need to check out the music books.
Right. Well,
Because
maybe let's go into some of these other rooms, because that seems to be the thing we've got most access to.
Yeah, there's one free.
Yep,
I
this
put
room's
my
empty.
bag in here.
Yeah, and this one I don't think had anything in.
So,
This room does have a few personal artifacts, particularly a robe, a brown robe.
Yeah.
But it's
It's owned
very
by
tidy.
someone. Quite possibly the human Ebda.
Yep.
So I would assume.
Who is, you can now hear, is frantically shouting these words.
Okay, so he's gone nuts. When people start beheading each other, it's going to be him first.
oh no,
Well, I mean, that's one way to get out of here, so
Remus, have you got the music book?
I have the book.
I mean, you were looking for a crew, so if the man dies, you could probably take his daughter with you.
If I'm honest, I don't think she's going to make the best crew. She seems pretty mentally unstable.
I mean, have you seen some of the rest of you?
Yep, I have. I don't want more mentally unstable people on that boat.
As you are reminded of Feather and Trinkets. Humming from that room where the girl and the dog man is the same tune.
Okay, also, the dog man is weird and suspicious.
Hold up.
As you say that aloud, it seems this dog man has very accurate hearing. It says, I'm not suspicious!
Okay, so you do know how that sounds, right?
The music box is still in the girl's room, right?
No,
I think
one of you
that's
picked it up.
Got it.
Yeah, I put it into the. I gave it to the gnome whose name I actually haven't learned as a
Bright Spark.
character. But yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. My name's Orbis, but you can call me Brightspark.
so you still don't think you can fix it? It's gnomish.
Well, I can have a look, but I mean, I'm actually terrible at this stuff.
Try playing it backwards.
Is it possible to play it backwards?
Yeah, you like as you're pushing the handle the opposite way it's supposed to go, it sort of clinks and cracks, and then you hear a certain ping.
That good?
If I had to guess, no. Are there any books on music boxes somewhere?
As you set this box down, about to go upstairs, it starts playing forward. Keeps going
Okay.
through the lines you know, but you get a bit extra. You get the final verse. See a daughter grinding grain, wish the spirit time was through. Trap set for the shadow, her millstone killed it true.
Leo like curses under his breath because this is what he came up with.
Nice.
Doesn't even rhyme.
It's close though.
Okay.
I had
Well,
to change gears from the first one. Okay, cool. We
I'm-
got it.
I'm gonna take credit for having fixed the music box.
Told you could do it.
Any
It's magic.
firefly, okay, this is what's happening now. Any firefly that has not yet died is now dead. The room and everything in this building is in total darkness
And also really cold, right?
and very cold.
Total darkness.
At the same point,
Okay.
the girl,
So-
Gabby, screams this unearthly scream again. The dogman goes, "Oh fuck!" and darts out the room.
What's
Um,
happening?
I think she wants the book back. You probably want to
She
give
did
it to
this
her.
earlier. Nope.
Well,
Not gonna go well.
How about we just block the door and leave her in there? Let her calm down.
Surely this Genku, who's meant to be a mage, is like not completely useless.
Yeah, they're very old.
Well, okay, but I feel like they so far have done a bad job defending themselves from a young child.
I mean, maybe they had a surprise opportunity or something else happened.
That's fair. Or they had to
actually-
start humming.
Since the child is in the room, could I cast the illusion, like on the other side of the door, to just make it look like a wall? You know, like the child opens the door, there's only a wall in front of them. Like, you know.
Okay, yeah, I'll allow that to happen.
It's a pretty
Yeah,
long shot.
And, well, I mean, I have nothing to jam the door with, so it's the next best thing.
Okay. You have a few seconds now. You hear this child open the door. Doesn't click on that it's an illusion. You need to make a
Right.
plan and quick.
I'm out of here. I'm not making a plan. I don't have enough time.
I'm gonna grab the book and run.
Where are you
I
running
mean,
to?
I have the book in my bag,
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna.
right?
yeah you do, Remus.
Yeah. Grab the stuff and.
Remus has the book. This.
And I will follow Orbis.
Okay.
Back to scriptorium, right?
Can ambush this
As you enter back into the main room, you enter through the second floor. Your eye is drawn up to the large stone book hanging from the ceiling.
Okay.
Well, I have a potion that could get me up there. And it's kind of tempting.
The other point to make is they set a trap for this demon under a millstone. I assume it got crushed. If we can break the book and bring it down, maybe we can draw the creature underneath it.
Seems
So you're going to crush
reasonable.
the child.
I don't really want to crush the child.
I mean, me neither, it seems.
The whole thing is, causes grief, avoids the blame. It's not the child. It's the shadow, not the child. That's the issue. Look at the image, right? Like all the things where you attack other humans are not going well.
Thanks, Leo. I was just about to do that. As you are sort of gathering around in this large room from the scriptorium, Gabby appears, walking through, seemingly looking for something.
Motherfucking creepy child.
Right. Well, I'm gonna go. She's.
Walk near me just in case.
I want to go stand on the dumbbell and then get halfway up.
She
The dumbwaiter, sorry.
pops Bright Spark heading for the dumbwaiter, points at you, and this unearthly shrill voice pops out and goes, "Give me the book!" And you watch as Gabby's form changes. If I can move the right token. There we go. A large black spectral spirit with glowing red eyes is before you now.
I'm gonna start cranking the thing.
Yep, roll
I don't
initiative.
have the book. I'm happy for her to think I do, at least for now.
Keep selecting the wrong button.
I'm glad I have glad I have this potion of gaseous form because I have an escape route from basically putting myself into a dead end.
Okay. This did not work out well in my favor. Bright Spark, are you just going to pull yourself up, going as fast as you can?
Yep. Don't know how far I can get.
Roll acrobatics.
Oh god.
No, sorry. Dexterity. Let's go with dexterity.
Okay, I am better at that. Did that roll? It did roll. I'm not much better at it.
You get up about 10 feet. This turn, anyway. That was a bonus action.
Okay. Oh, that was a bonus action, right. So I won't move anywhere, but I will use my action to cast Minor Illusion of the book there. Well, like somewhere in her line of sight there. Just on the floor.
Okay. Leo. Bright Spark's pulling himself up. Shadow apparates in front.
And can Leo tell that the shadow is like dead set on Bright Spark?
Roll insight.
Oh. Eight.
It looks like this shadow's dead set on destroying Bright Spark.
Okay, so this is the way we're gonna play this. Sorry. Move that body. Leo will move in here, and on this point here, he's just gonna quickly cast Moonbeam in front of himself between the shadow.
Okay. What's the radius for that?
It's just 5 feet.
Just 5 feet? Okay, I know it's 7.
And he will just stand there preparing for the shadow to either go at him or above him towards Bright Spark. But
As Aurora, you see Bright Spark, this light shines down in front of the little corridor. Where do you go?
First, I'm going to use one of my die to cast Psychic Whispers to the rest of the group. I'm going to whisper to psychically communicate with Bright Spark. We'll trap the creature on this pedestal once you're up there, try and find a way to bring down the giant book, and we'll crush it underneath it. We'll trap it down here. And then, so that's my action.
Mm-hmm. Are you taking
I've
any
got- I
movement?
meant to. I will be. I meant to roll a dice to see how long it lasts, up to an hour, but I doubt the combat's going to last that long.
Yeah, it's not going to last that long.
So I'm just going to assume I've spent one.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to hide down here.
Okay. Remus, you see the drow scuttle off down the corner and then out of sight.
Okay, well, I assume I still have my weapon with me.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, just in case, let's try again. Can I cast? Finally, the thing has to roll a wisdom saving throw.
It failed.
19 psychic damage.
Give me 2 seconds there. I need to work something out.
And now, if it turns invisible, I still know where it is. As long as I hold concentration.
And how much? 19 damage. Okay.
Psychic.
Yep. It is affected by that.
And then I move 10, 20, and 30.
And now it is Shimshine's turn. Looks up, sees this moonbeam before it, and goes, "You think I'm a fool?"
Oh, so you're sentient. Whoops.
It also speaks.
50. Spends 15 in movement, gets right in front of Remus. It's going to reach out this dark claw hand towards Remus. Does a 14 hit you?
No.
Yeah, it does. Your AC's 13. Oh, mage armor.
Mage armor lasts for 8 hours. I
Yep.
don't think we have been that long here.
Yep. Okay. Okay. Following that up, it gets close up to you, getting almost within your space, right up to your face, and you are starting to be afflicted by whispers. Give me a wisdom save.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. You hear these whispers, but you put it off. You know this creature is just evil, trying to intimidate you. Back to Brightspark. You gonna do that dex check again?
Yeah. Who does have the book?
Remus.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
10.
So we might want to do something about that. I mean,
Okay.
You get up another 30 foot. You're now just below the top floor.
right. And these go floor to ceiling, right? Or can I see over them?
These ones go floor to ceiling, so one on the upper floor don't.
Right. Okay. So I presume I guess I can't see the thing then.
Mm-hmm. So is that your turn? Okay.
I will disguise myself as Remus, using disguise self.
Ooh, okay. Leo.
So, a little surprised that the creature is actually somewhat intelligent. Leo's gonna, hold a open palm over the moonbeam and start walking with the moonbeam in front of him. Moving here and then just shoving the moonbeam over the creature.
Putting the moonbeam over the creature. Okay. What's
Yeah.
it? Is it to save? Or is it just
At the start of its turn, it's
Okay.
gonna have to make a save. And he's just gonna look at the creature and go, "Sorry, I didn't know I was dealing with something intelligent. We would have killed you sooner if we knew."
You cannot kill me. I am for
Yeah, kill.
eternal.
Kill is a bad term for things that are already dead.
Dorora, you are hidden. You can assume that this creature does not know where you are.
I'm going to start with this. We need to get it to the altar.
We need to what?
We need to get it to the table in the middle.
Oh, okay.
Let's maybe not
So-
communicate in common though.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it psychically.
Yep, I can speak psychic.
Right.
So I am going to cast dancing lights, and I'm going to try and sort of force a path of light just down the corridor a bit, sort of.
Okay, so you're trying to lead. Are you leading it?
Yeah,
Oh,
or-
right. Okay.
I'm hoping it doesn't like the light, so I'm trying to push it away.
Okay, I see what you're doing now.
It's like-
Remos, you see these dancing lights echo behind you.
Okay, well, I would like to hex the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
This.
That hits, but does next to no damage.
Yeah, well, life's hard. Then I would like to attack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't have a sword. Well, why
That's
don't
alright.
I?
What's your sword? It's +1, isn't it?
Wait, attack. Now. So, a 13. Does it hit?
13 does hit.
How do I roll damage again? Wait. No, not like this. Why can't it? Wait. Okay, 8 damage.
8 damage, okay.
And I will move to the table.
You move to the top.
10, 20, like here.
As you move away,
Yeah.
it reaches out with its claw trying to grab you. Oh, fuck. What's your HP?
My HP, 21.
Just as you get 5 foot away from it, this claw slashes down onto your back. You are afflicted with these never-ending images of nightmares and horrors as you go down. Deliver 21 damage to you.
Brutal.
Oh lord.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now it's her turn.
Oh, yeah, con save.
Con save. Abilities. Constitution. Save. 7, I guess that fails.
That fails, so that is a 2d10 radiant.
Ooh, boy. Oh, that's not too bad. Having its skin being burnt off by this glowing ray, it turns its attention to you.
Yeah. Oops.
And...
Yep, don't worry, just stay in the beam. Don't worry about anything else.
I'm gonna really need it to be on under this so I can actually do things.
Could you give me a wisdom save?
Yeah, easy.
You have quite a few proficiencies in that, I assume.
Doesn't mean I cannot fail in that one even.
Give me a con save. I'll explain why in a second.
Okay, con save's actually good.
You see it apparate this scythe in its hand as it swings for your leg. It cuts deep, but your leg does not get... It feels like your leg is removed, but you look down, your leg is still there. This pain, this feeling, but then disconnection from what you are seeing horrifies you. You take another 20 psychic damage.
Ow. Ow.
Mhm. And
I'm living the rest of my life on this tiny square of of wood.
yeah, I don't blame you. And with the con save, you also receive a scar. It looks like at one point your leg was cut off. That's something that will remain on your character forever.
Okay.
And with that, no, I'm not even going to disengage. I just walk through the wall there.
Oh,
As it looks up towards the bright spark, frantically pulling on these ropes to lift itself up. Okay. Bright spark.
okay. I am going to want it to make a intelligence.
Intelligence
Save.
save? 15.
Yes. That is a success. So I lose a spell slot. Yeah, that does nothing. Phantasmal Force does nothing if you save.
Dexterity for
So,
climbing back up.
Yep, hang on. Oh god, it now wants me to draw things. Sorry, ignore that.
Yep. I will delete that. You focus on doing your dex check.
There's a dex check.
You start pulling yourself up, you gain about 5 foot, and then there's a twang. It's sort of like they've jammed a bit, but if you tug it, which takes the rest of your turn, you can get it moving again.
I will do that.
Leo.
Ow.
Oh yeah. Everyone just hears Leo wail out in pain, even though you can't see any visible injuries on him.
Okay, it's in a good place right now. Trying to be not dead. Although I guess Remos is yeah.
It's a shadow apparition. Do we? Does it float?
Yes, it floats. It's actually hovering. You can assume it flies.
Okay.
Yep.
Do you need it any closer to the table?
I'm working on it.
We assume the book's directly above it, so we probably need it on the table.
No, it's just in range.
Okay. Leo's gonna spend his action actually moving the moonbeam here.
On top of it? Okay.
Yeah. Like, in between of those two squares, if that's possible.
Yes, I'll allow that. That's fine.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
And then spend the rest of the movement to just chill here.
Moving out of the way.
Alright. Alright, I'm gonna sort of move up a bit, still sort of heading around this corner.
Mm-hmm. You are in
I'm
stealth, so
gonna-
you have advantage on your attack.
Yep, I'm gonna put the blade and shift for yes.
Oh, that's a good attack.
Mhm.
You shook the dagger out, it flings through the air, cutting through it.
And I get a crit on that as well for this next time.
Yeah, go on.
Is that, are we just not really careful?
Just reroll your sneak attack damage, yeah.
Okay then.
Oh, okay. You watch as the shadow dissipates when your attack lands on it. The red
That's
eyes
not
remain and then disappear.
That's concerning. I'm going to use my bonus action to where it was. I'm going to put 2 dancing lights on either side of it, so it's kind of in a line towards the table.
What are you putting either side of it?
I'm moving my dancing lights.
Oh, okay.
Like there, there.
Okay.
Yeah,
kind
so
of
like-
trying to trap it.
Perfect.
Remus first, death save, please.
Let's go. Where is my character sheet? Let's go. Death saves core. You do not need. Yes, I do. Wait.
There you go. It's because the damage wasn't applied on your character. You should be able to make it now. Oh dear. Okay, before Bright Spark gets to make his next turn.
I'm not keen on
Leo,
this whole
you
it coming
turn
back thing.
around towards the door. You hear stones moving in the scriptorium. The door bursts open, and Shimshine reappears. And it lets out a whirling cry going, "You cannot destroy me. I am eternal." Right, Spark, now it's your turn.
Well, how strong are the things holding up the book?
How strong are they? You're
Yeah.
looking up. You can see the chains. They are not thin, but not thick iron chains.
Right, iron. Okay. And how close am I to the second floor?
Second floor, you are literally on par with the balcony now.
Okay. Right. So I guess let's have another intelligence save from it. Another phantasmal force. Because if I can make this work, then that'll be pretty convenient.
Fail.
It fails.
Mhm.
Okay. Ignore the hitbox thing. It is now convinced that the book is on the table.
Okay.
It can use an action to examine whether or not that's true, but until then,
Does
it
it
is
have to
convinced.
approach the book to examine it, though?
It has to. No, it doesn't. But until it has reason to believe it isn't the case, it
I am
does
going to say, just for the
believe
sake of this one, it has to get up and touch the book to discover
Yeah.
its fate.
until it discovers until it has a reason to believe the book is
Yeah.
an illusion, kind of thing.
Okay.
And then I'll jump off onto the balcony up here. Ready to attempt to break the chains.
Right up. You will need to get on top of the book to break the chains. And
Okay, in that case, I will stay on the thing I was on
Mhm.
and pull really hard.
Pull
Here's a
really hard.
dexterity check.
Dexterity.
There you go.
You pull up. You are about 70 feet away from the book.
Right.
Gaseous form might work at this point.
Yes, it might. I'm out of actions for now, but I'll do that in a bit.
And Leo, the spectre before you. As you look at it, it's not fixated on you, it's fixated on something on the table.
Which you can't see because it isn't
Right.
actually there.
And yeah, Leo's just gonna back away, and he will spend his action moving the sunbeam a little bit away so that the spectre has a clear way of approaching.
What square are you going to put it on now?
Let's say here.
Okay, no problem. Our little drow friend, what are you doing?
Yes, what am I doing? That's a very good.
If someone wants to make Ramos not dead, that wouldn't be
I mean,
too bad.
I can stab you if you do it. Right, I'm going to come down here. Bonus action hide to make sure I'm still stealth.
Give me a staff roll just to make sure, because you are right where it's going to be looking.
Oh shit, that was the wrong one. I am going to add a d6. Fucking hell. And then gonna first thing.
As you hop around the corner, you are more visible. It seems you overestimated your step and step further out. It sees you, but it seems fixated on the book. That attack does not hit.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna fly back into cover on the other side.
Okay. Remus, next death save.
Let's go. Normal.
Whoop.
20.
Let's go.
That does
Back
count.
alive.
That does count as your turn now.
But I'm up.
The creature. Wait. Haha, it doesn't. I thought it did have that. Oh well. It 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Gets up to the book. It thinks Remus is still dead. It spots the book in front of it, and it just picks it up and starts looking at it.
Nothing happens. It's not a real book. But it does rationalize any illogical outcomes from failing to pick up the book,
Yep.
which looks really weird to everyone else.
It looks up towards the gnome, and then down towards Remus, sensing something inside his bag.
Okay, good luck.
Mhm. I'm gonna say inspecting that book took all of its actions. Right, Spark.
I drink the gaseous form potion and then use all my movement and my action to dash a total of 20 feet upwards.
You use your gaseous form, wrap around the statue, and land on top of it. You see that the pages are actually engraved with writing,
Okay.
despite being invisible from any natural viewing angle. And on top, you can see 2 large chains hanging from either side.
Right, well, I don't have an action because I've dashed,
Mhm.
so I'll just sit here for a bit. But if you can keep it there for a turn, then I have things to do.
Leo.
Easier said than done.
True.
Oh my god, no! I was gonna use something, but then I realized it's gonna be really bad for Remus. Actually, hang on, we might try this.
Remus is currently having a book dumped on his head, I believe. So, it can only go so badly.
And I mean,
that's-
unless I go down, like, again, I am pretty
You're
sure
getting
I
out of
can
there, I
get
assume.
Mhm. I'm wondering what Leo's doing, though.
Thinking how to target sleep so it doesn't hit Remus. Actually,
yeah.
it burst out of this room. Is there anything interesting in that room?
What? In the room it came out of,
Yeah.
you can see all the doors are open. You could apply sleep on just that one person, on just the creature.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that.
Roll them d8s.
Why do I feel like this is a really bad idea?
You watch it sort of go down towards the ground, perhaps even sit like a human on a chair and rest its head. And then it snaps out of what it's doing, chucks the chair to the side, and continues looking at Remus's bag. Do you want to know how many points you were off?
I guess
4.
3. Oh, damn.
Alright,
Okay.
still have 10 feet of movement. Just gonna move in here.
Okay, you move in there. Darola.
Well, I'm going to try my successful technique from last time. So I'm going to try and hide again.
Mm-hmm.
I've gone hide. Much better this time. And...
You chuck these psychic blades out, and they just go through it, causing no damage.
And then going to bonus action and move my dancing lights to try and trap it a bit around the table.
So you're putting your dancing lights on this square, basically.
Well, so I'm going to sort of almost surround it.
Okay.
Not like completely in it, but just so it's got a bit of space to move, but not too much.
And then it's Remus.
Well, as a last parting gift, I will attack once more. Oh, actually, I am out of spell slots, so I won't. Actually, just disengage and 10, 20. Wait, 10, 20. Yeah. So I'll be here.
How did you disengage from it? Is you're trying to move away, it's going to grab at your bag, not you specifically.
Damn, I'm getting robbed by a ghost.
To be fair, you did rob that book.
Well, I mean, it was cool, and no one was using it. So, like...
It was previously being used as an offensive weapon.
I'm gonna say you have a choice. You can either let it take the book, or... In fact, no, it'll be a deck save if you want to keep the book. Or you can let it take it.
Deck save sounds fine.
Okay, go for it then.
I mean, I took it, fair. Saving throw, Dex. 15.
You keep a hold of that book. Your bag, all your possessions come with you.
Great.
Shimshine follows where Remus runs off to.
Oh god.
Angered that it can't get hold of this book. Dora, you watch it as it tries to push through these lights. The lights burn into its skin. Give me a D8.
Me.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. You watch a small flecks of its ghostly matter peel off of it as it does push through the lights. Stands there looking before Remus. Ba, 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 ba. In fact, no, once it's there, it's going to charge towards Remus, try and grab him. Does an 18 hit?
Yeah, it does.
Ooh.
I guess I'm down once again.
You're down again, but I need a con save.
Let's see. Constitution.
Okay, you're fine. You're not going to get scarred. Shimshine then starts rummaging through the bags, looking for this book. Brightspark.
So I can see that it's no longer where I wanted it to be. And
You peek
don't
down,
really
have a
know
look
what to
over,
do.
you realise it's gone.
Yeah.
Are you just going to wait?
So
You can. I can let you prepare to break the chains.
I'll prepare a thunder wave for
Ooh.
if it's on this thing. Thunder wave seems like the most reasonable way of breaking the change and pressing it downwards.
Okay, Leo. You look
Yeah.
from this room. You see that it's moved from the center point where you want it.
Let's see if I have enough movement. 10, 20, 30. Okay, if I move over here, can I see if the ghost has already collected the book?
Give me. What is your path? Roll a perception.
Uh-huh.
Okay. It's still rummaging through the bags, but it looks like it's found what it's looking for.
I cannot engage it, so he'll move the moonlight on top of it, but away from Remus.
Okay, understood. Aurora.
Alrighty then.
You're in a very difficult position.
Alright.
Everyone's in the right place apart from the ghost.
Really bad idea. Really bad idea. I'm not gonna do it.
Bad ideas are sometimes the best ideas, though.
Yeah. Fuck it, I'm gonna do it. I am going to run up behind it. And I'm going to try and sneak, like slide the book out of his hands, like hand sort of style, kind of. See if I can steal it out of his hands.
Want to steal it out of its hands? You see it pulling it out of the book. Just as it starts pulling it out, you whip in and grab the book out of its hand. It turns and looks at you in anger.
Then I'm going to bonus action, dash, and jump up onto the table.
Okay.
I'll move myself a little.
And then I'm going to say, when it comes for me, drop the book psychically to Bright Spark.
Okay. Remus, your first F save again.
Well, let's go.
Second first death save.
Okay, that's a pass.
It's a success. Great.
You look over to where the spirit was, expecting it to come down the corridor, and it just phases through the bookshelf. Pointing at you, give me the book.
No.
Yet again, this incorporeal safe appears in its hand.
Oh, right.
won't
If it began its turn, can I have a contact?
Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. Con. That's dexterity. That's con. 18.
Yeah, that passes. Actually,
Dorora, could you give me a wisdom save?
I could. I think it's also jumped into one of my dancing lights that's still there.
It did. So you can roll a d8 as well.
so 5 damage.
You said wisdom save, right?
Wisdom save. Yep. Okay, you take half of 29. And it takes 5.
14.
14.
Thanks, Bright Spark. This scythe crushes through you, sort of going through your abdomen. You feel it gut the pain, but it's just bearable. It will also end up there. It isn't within range of the Bright Spark. Do you want to do anything on Shimshine's turn before it's yours?
If it's in range, then I will cast Thunderwave.
You cast the Thunderwave cell, blast out, you hear the chain snap and ricochet apart. The book starts to fall, with you on top of it.
Well, I'm gaseous, so I think I.
Oh
should
yeah,
be
okay,
alright.
you'll just stay up there and float. The book falls down below. Aurora, give me a dexterity save.
There I see. And I'm going to, as well, use my last 19 in total. If I
19.
make the save.
You dash out the way at the last second as this book crumples down, crushing the spirit. The rumbling echoes through this chamber, and everything falls silent. The fireflies return to life, and the books magically rise up, start sorting themselves into the correct places.
I slowly float down.
Can I hear any humming, or whistling, or singing?
Give me perception. I'm in combat. You cannot, but you don't know if that's just because you can't hear it, or if there is none.
Okay,
I want to read the book if it's still possible to do that.
The bedtime rhyme.
No, the stone
big
one.
book.
Oh, the stone one. Oh, give me an intelligence at disadvantage.
good. 18.
Or
Ah.
6.
Ah.
The only words you can pick out from it are be curious.
Well, that could definitely have gone worse.
Well,
Does someone want to go
I'm
help out Remus?
Yeah.
'Cause I'm not. that
Oh
into
yeah,
it.
true.
No, don't
so
worry,
okay,
I'm just bleeding out.
come here, buddy. I'll slap you on the back and spare the dying. Actually, I'm gonna have to pick you up because you're unconscious.
As you start
Okay.
to sort out, grab your things, you hear distinct click of a staff on the ground. You look over, bright spark behind you, you see Crinkle has popped up. His fireflies buzzing around in his jar again. Such a mess. Was this necessary?
I'm just going to go in the corner and just go. He wants us dead.
Well, I mean,
Leave us alone.
Yeah, and you see him poke another body. So is this guy. Ed Burr is also dead.
Forgot about him.
I
To be
forgot
fair,
about
your
him
previous
well.
solution did involve intentionally beheading 2 people.
That wasn't my solution, that was the
Yeah.
old solution.
That was not my... What? Whose
was-
solution was it?
That was the old solution.
Oh, right, yeah. Well,
Oh,
our
yeah.
solution may be mildly more permanent.
So,
don't
not,
know.
not to be too grim,
Mhm.
but Leo's gonna put down Remus. And can I check the body of that one human that was once here?
You give medicine.
wait. Put down as in.
No, like, gently place
Damn,
atop
that's a
the
bit dark.
table.
Okay, so you place Remus on top of the table. Don't worry, token
Yes.
positions aren't really important anymore.
And then Leo's just gonna check that guy.
I'm also a gas, so my
Did
token
I
position is weird.
do?
Yeah.
Actually, medicine's better.
You check medicine on Ebder's body. He's totally
Yeah.
dead. His ribs are crushed. His neck is snapped and contorted at unequal angles.
Does he seem to have anything in his pockets?
No, he didn't.
Someone might want to go and check on like his family who we left
Yeah.
downstairs.
But the family with the girl who turned into sunshine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
what happened to
I
the
guess
girl?
she's also not that alive, to be fair. I don't know if she teleported there or just the... I don't know.
You watch back towards the same stairs where the Kenku popped up. You spot a very bleary-eyed and tired child.
Okay, someone get her out the way. I'm a gas, so I'm going to struggle. But
I'm going to get up and, in a completely kind of inept way, and go, the monster killed your father.
Roll deception.
I'm going to hide awkwardly, like in the bookshelf.
Well,
Nice.
she got a fucking 8, so regardless of what you said, she's gonna believe you.
Was that deception or perception? Sorry.
Deception, but it's unlikely to
Deception,
matter
but
too
it
much if you're
doesn't
going to roll an
matter.
18.
Doesn't matter at this point, really. Yeah, still doesn't matter. She still believes you.
Okay,
Kenku.
I'm going to ask the Kenku whether or not quarantine's over.
I guess you could go upstairs and have a look.
Who's in charge of this?
I am, but I don't want to leave. I live here.
Well, like, is it you who turned off the who makes the decisions about the quarantine?
The guys upstairs.
Right, sure. They would have been helpful.
Yeah, they don't do much though. As you go
Well,
climbing up
nice
the
to know
spiral
this.
staircases, as soon as you
Yeah.
get about halfway up, you find the unconscious body of a tabaxi.
Oh.
I'm going to ask the Kenku, is there any reward for saving your library?
Do you want to go home?
The month?
Not really. This place is nice. I mean, apart from all the, like, killing each other stuff that happens. How often does that happen?
How often does what happen?
Having to kill each other.
It's only happened once before, but I hope this situation is resolved now. It looks over to Remus, pokes him, opens up the jar, firefly pops out, lands on his head. Remus, you regain 2 hit points.
Thank you.
Great.
He's such a great and powerful magician.
Oh, that's because he didn't use his big explosion spell.
Yeah, but like this is I don't know. He just started off sounding like really dangerous and scary and then got beaten up by a child.
Yeah. Kenku looks over towards Leo, says, well, you asked for some items, passes you a brown burlap sack.
Sweet. He takes it and looks inside.
You realise this is basically a bottomless sack. Right at the bottom there are 3 books. You also have a bag of holding.
Sweet, that's my nighttime reading. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, I cannot have this one. And he points up the corpse.
Bright spark, as you step over past the unconscious body of a tabaxi, you reach the door, and you can get up. There's no magical effects on it. You click it open. Above you, you find a tavern.
Okay. I close the door and come back down. But it looks like you can go through there.
Did you see anything interesting on your way there?
Well, there happened to be an unconscious tabaxi.
Okay, Ilya's gonna immediately go and spread the bag.
I'm going to go up and see and have a look up outside of the hatch as well.
Yep. Up the top of the hatch, it's just a very high-end tavern. Doesn't seem to be many people in it, though.
I'm going to call down. There's a pub up here. I'm going to have a drink. If you want one, come join
I'm
me.
interested in these books, if I'm honest, more than drinking.
I'm in the pub, and I'm going to go and buy a bottle of something expensive and alcoholic.
Wait, okay.
Okay, so just to speed things up before you are whisked away back home. Bright Spark, pick any 1 level 2 spell or any 2 level 1 spells you want.
Okay,
Crinkle will gift you then.
cool. Thanks, Crinkle.
Rumos, is there anything you could think you might want from this place?
Oh, that's a big question. I mean, anything to help with my magics, or well, the lack of.
How about this? And he just hands you some gold. hands you
Thanks,
about
great.
hands you about 100 gold.
Oh, a fortune.
Yeah, it's not the best. I'm pretty sure you've got more than that on your ship, but never mind. Leo, you'll also get 100 gold, because I can't think of any item for you right here. Demora, is there anything this drow would help her in her endeavours back in Waterdeep and Neverwinter?
I think maybe something to... If there's some sort of magical item that can help me sneak around, or maybe some slightly better light armor. But I imagine that's optimistic for a library.
Kenku takes off its boots and you see its talons come out. Yeah, you can have these.
Thank you. What do they do?
Boots of Elvenkind. Had a guess.
I don't know what they do, but I know they do something to your sneak.
They make you can't be heard while walking.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like there's an actual mechanical thing, but that's the gist of it.
Yep, okay, that's the boots you get.
Sweet. That worked for me.
And that's it. You can rest a night here in the tavern or down below, read up on the books, collect your rewards, as then the next morning, Crinkle calls you down to gather in the broken book. Yes?
I have another potion, which I don't know what does. So,
Okay.
not really sure how to deal with that.
You could roll Arcana again, or ask Crinkle. At that point, they
Crinkle,
will know
what is
you've
this?
nicked stuff from them.
What is this potion which I didn't steal from you? Well, I was also a gas, which is suspicious. I found this potion. The child had stolen it from you. Do you know what it does?
Looks at it, uncorks it, sniffs it, puts the cork back on. Heroism, passes it back to you.
Thanks.
Oh my god, that is such a cool. I like it. Wait.
Okay, so you gather down at this table by the broken book, and Crinkle basically walks in, stamps the stuff on the ground, and you are all sent back to your respective places.
Woo.
And that is it.
Sweet.
Success.
I can't believe the fucking stealing the book and jumping in the table worked. I was so torn about doing it.
I mean, I gave Remus the chance to give it the book before he ran off. But I feel so bad about downing him twice in one game.
Well, I mean, that's what
He
you
did
get
have
for
the
being a warlock in
Yeah.
you know, the front line.
Anyway,
Not
guys,
the optimal choice, I know.
I hope you all
I dealt
enjoyed that.
exactly 1 damage in the entire thing, and it was with a firebolt, which shouldn't even have worked, I think. But
The way I described it is,
Time
it's just the
being an
spark
illusion,
comes
isn't it?
out. It wouldn't have
know.
triggered for a spark, but it would have triggered if it grew into a fire. Anyway,
Yeah.
I hope everyone enjoyed that. I am going to end the
I
stream
did.
there.
That was good.
Yeah,
Thank you very
it
much.
was a really nice session on the